Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. Oh, I'll never let you slip away. Oh, and you don't have to be afraid. I will hold you till the sun comes crashing down. I'm yours until the end of time.
Welcome back, friends and family. It is long overdue. The last episode I left you, Larry and I traveled back to Virginia, and Hunter and I decided to do some land time together, and we had a summer of fun. We went to South Boston Speedway for the Superstar Racing Experience, where we got to see Tony Stewart win that evening. And shortly after that, we packed up our bags, hopped on a train, and headed to Boston. And the last episode, I showed you about Boston, and we went to Fenway Park for Hunter's birthday, and it was just a great experience, and I highly recommend taking the Amtrak train. The train was absolutely a great experience and a great way to travel all the way from Richmond to Boston, and then we traveled from Boston to New York City, where this episode I'm going to show you a little bit about New York, and it was amazing. It's definitely a bucket list place if you've never been, and we really enjoyed ourselves. So Hunter's out there outside of Madison Square Garden, where we were dropped off at Penn Station, and we stayed in a hostel at the YMCA. We were in Lincoln Square, I believe, and this is what the YMCA hostels look like. It's got a little bit of a creepy atmosphere, but you're safe. You have a key card to get in your room. There are shared bathrooms, so there were showers, restrooms, and it's shared, but being on the boat and marina hopping, it was nothing for me. Hunter wasn't exactly that impressed with the shared restrooms. But anyway, this is our room. We just had a bunk bed. He slept on the top, I slept on the bottom. It was fine. And here's a little bit of Central Park. The park was absolutely gorgeous and better than what I had envisioned. And there was so much of the park that we still didn't get to explore. But I enjoyed the fact that there were like different themes throughout the park. Like this is an Alice in Wonderland theme. And there's some, I guess, medieval, Shakespeare. The park was just breathtaking. I mean, what a view with the city in the background. You definitely can't visit New York without going out at night and checking out all the sights in Times Square. The buildings, the architect, it was very overwhelming. Some of these buildings and churches, they are just beautiful in design. It's hard to believe that They have built all these big, giant places in such a small area. But what a sight to see. It's very pretty at night. Um, we learned quickly how to use the subway. It wasn't very far from Lincoln Square. And we went in and out a couple restaurants, had some pizza. It was a great evening to go out and explore. We didn't have a lot of time to spend in New York, so we crammed as many things as we could do in one day. We went to the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Arts, and we also went to Rockefeller Center and rode to the top of the rock. That was a pretty awesome, exhilarating experience. They put you in the elevator, and it takes about 43 seconds to go 66 stories. But once you get to the top and you see the views of Manhattan, Central Park, it's amazing. It's very picturesque. You get 360-degree views all the way around the city. They also give you a map that it points out what the buildings are, and so you know what you're looking at. I would recommend going to the top of the rock, if nothing else, just for the views. A must-do for me was to visit the 9/11 memorial. My son Hunter, who was just about 1 year old when the attacks happened, had only heard and read what we've told him or through school and history about the attacks. So it was a little bit different of an experience for him as it was for me. I thought it was very humbling, very somber, with the noise and everything going on in the city. It seemed like this spot was so quiet, and it's just kind of eerie. I definitely got a little emotional just seeing all the names, the pictures, the monuments. It really makes you take a step back and appreciate what you have. I really have no words other than thank you to all the first responders, firemen, police. This was an experience that it really makes you, it takes your breath away. We finished that night off by visiting the Statue of Liberty. We actually didn't take the ferry over, but from the 9/11 memorial, not too far of a walk, we caught some pretty views of the Statue of Liberty and the sun setting for the evening. I thought, what an awesome sky after visiting the 9/11 memorial. It just breathtaking views. Breathtaking views. The next day, we just stayed close to Central Park. It was literally across the street from where we were staying at the Y. And it was also our last day there. We didn't even have a full day. It was time to hop back on the train and head back to Virginia. So one of the things that we wanted to see is, this may sound a little ridiculous, but we are Beatles fans. And this building that you see coming up on the left is where John Lennon was shot and passed away. And pretty much across the street from that building in Central Park is where Strawberry Fields is. And yeah, it's a dedication to John Lennon, and it was pretty cool to see. So the rest of it, we just kind of roamed through Central Park as fast as we could to get all the last minute views. And it was really a great trip. I wish we had another day or two there. But it was some awesome, adventurous mom and son time, and we definitely needed it. We hope you enjoyed watching this video. I do have a few more videos coming of our previous time in the Bahamas, which was last summer, like in 2023. And there's going to be some changes coming up to the page because we are going to sell the boat and we have an RV now. So depending on how fast I can get videos done. Thanks for watching.